Just come in here and roast me. And then the men see it too, though. That's probably the most important thing. Is undermining him. Oh, welcome home, Thorfinn. Yay! We're back. It's taken over 20 episodes, but we are back. What's really good, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Rashad. We are back with the penultimate episode of season 2 of Vinland Saga. This is season 2, episode 23.
そなたに世を止めることができるか。あの時のアシェラットのように。
Don't you say his name. That's emotional manipulation.
お前は変なやつだが、殺すには惜しい。
Why are you asking me to leave?
世の中こういう風にできてん。
Came here for an audience.
バイキングども。愚かなり我が息子。未だ王になりきれぬか。
This guy needs to shut the hell up. Is this a sign that Knut's technically unstable and shouldn't be fit to lead? Or is he trying to deal with this?
そなたは国王の羊飼いなのだ。奴らを育て、間引き、皮を剥ぐ。支配あるのみだ。それが何より。
I mean, he's leading this way anyway, right? Under the guise of his lofty goals.
お前が権力に任せて無茶を通すつもりなら。
Oh.
一頭の羊が群れを惑わし、断崖へ走らせることもあるのだ。王の務めを果たせ。俺は
Not standing your way.
逃げる。
Run. Thorfinn. Pacifist Thorfinn is so funny. He said, I'm a run.
逃げるだけか。
Yeah, what does that mean?
それだけか。他に何ができる。ここでお前と差し違えろってのかよ。お前の言う楽土ってのは多くの人を助けて少しの人を虐げる。俺にはそれがいいことか悪いことかわからないし、お前の無茶を責める資格もない。
It's true.
だからもう逃げるしかない。
But how's that gonna help?
他にも術があろう。そなたはこの帝王の前へただ還元をしに来た。
Just come in here and roast me.
それも無駄だった。さよなら。
He's guilt tripping the king. And then the men see it too, though. That's probably the most important thing. Is undermining him. Keep it under control.
世と駆け引きをしたがる者は多い。罠にはめようとする。
Yeah, but rarely people get beat up and then just walk away.
何の切り札もないのか。寸鉄も帯びず、散々殴られ、農場接種をやめろと言いに来た。
Yeah, he came to ask, not permission, but just ask for forgiveness, I guess. Ask him to spare it because it's not important.
逃げるか。バイキングの中からこのような音。
Does he fuck with this? I don't know.
美しい男だ。
Is he gonna leave now? Just because Thorfinn impressed him so much?
お前に教えることはできない。
No, because he'll just bring war there.
我が藩とは広がり続けている。やがてそこにも世の力が及ぶかもしれんぞ。逃げる先があるうちは俺は戦わない。
Yeah, but what if that changes?
王の力が届かない場所にお前とは違うやり方で平和な国を作るよ。
Nice idea, but how does that work in practicality? Wow.
俺自身のためにも
Thorfinn's going to become his own leader, his own king in his own right.
世の事業の埋められぬ穴をそなたが埋めるというのか。
He's literally said he's going to oppose you.
お前がこの調子で人々を迫害し続けるならそのうち誰にもお前を助けることはできなくなる。お前も努力しろ。俺の仕事を増やすな。
What?
まったく
Mm.
口が回る。
He speaks a lot now. it's unnerving. He's more like his dad at this point, to be honest.
これほど難しい和平交渉は初めてだ。
What's your decision, Canute?
どこ行ったクヌート、ふざけんなよ。
He was ready for more battle.
まだ決着は。
Oh, wow, he was kitted out this time. I mean,
不老家殿が不満をも。
his reasons for taking this farm were unsatisfactory in the first place.
いいえ、
No, he's fine.
他の農場を接収する計画も白紙にも。
Yeah, this was just a stepping stone, I guess. This is so strange to me, but beautiful in its own way. Maybe these two could work together to create a better world.
だが今日、新たな仲間を得た。
Did you? Was that what you'd call them? Or these people just opposed to your rule and methods?
その後、クヌートはイングランド財政を圧迫していた
Okay.
駐英デンマーク
It's a
軍
good start.
解散を命じる。最終的にクヌート直属のデンマーク人部隊
Oh, damn.
わずか
Thorfinn helped a lot of people doing this one conversation.
クヌートが軍事力を手放すことでイングランドの
Trust.
クヌートの信頼を知り
Interesting.
征服者と非征服者の関係が変化しようとしていた。
They respect him differently now. All because of Thorfinn. He's a little bit healed. Oh, Graves. Are we at least 3 men now?
もういいのか。
ああまだ少しふらつく。
Yeah, he's got multiple concussions.
無茶すんじゃねえよ。バカ。
すまん。
行くのか。トロフィー。
Yeah, are we leaving?
海の向こうの地へ。
You're gonna take us to Vinland? Where's Leif?
あの時アルネイズさんが息を引き取る時すぐに答えられなかった。地獄を生き死に安らぎを求める魂にどんな言葉をかけられるって。
Yeah, I get that.
死ぬ以外救いを持たない人たちに胸を張って語れる。
Seems like a finale, you know?
を超えた
I wonder what could even happen in the last episode. Everything seems to be getting wrapped up now.
俺たちの生きる世界に
Oh, look at his face.
それだけよそれだけよ。
Both of their faces.
飲み込めやしないどこにもないならないなら
Oh, he looks dope.
兄弟一緒に来い。フィンランドに平和の国を。
Oh, why is the animation so defined right now? This is dope.
やろう。兄弟。
Brother.
海の向こうに。奴隷も戦争もない国を。
It's lofty goals that they have too.
レネイズのために。
No, that was Arnhide's contribution to this story. Her death has sparked this. Very interesting. Oh, we're going back with Leif. We've left the farm, finally. Bye, everybody. Bye, Omar. Bye, Snake. Bye, Old Master. And fuck you, Kettle.
俺が出しゃばってやったことですから。
What?
旦那や農場のみんなには若旦那が王を説得したってことにしてやる。
Oh.
アルネイズの墓は任せなさい。
Oh, Potter was alive. He survived. Didn't even see him there.
本当にありがと
They know what happened.
う。いや、トルフィン、俺は
Oh, he even inspired Omar, even though he's not going to amount to much.
強くて優しい本物の男に。
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Blame your father for that. He made you bitch made because he a bitch.
戦いをやめる決断をしたと
He did do that though. He was going to
素晴
surrender.
らしいことです。
And Thorfinn's the only one that would have respected that.
やっと自分が何をすべきか分かったんです。
Yeah, I now taught him how to build, how to
ここは素晴らしい農場です。
take care of the land.
ありがとうございまし
I
た。
don't think he died.
いつも力になってくださって。
礼を言われる筋合いはない。
Whoa. What's all that?
110でも持って行ってほ
They were going to pay them? They didn't take no money to build their new country with? Stupid. Good luck.
俺の名はロワルド
No.
グリムの子
He told him his name. Rold, son of Grim. Goodbye, Rold. I like Snake better.
ありがとうロワルドさん
Mhm.
皆さんお元気で。
Now, we're finally leaving the farm. 22 episodes later. Arnhide's grave. This could definitely be the finale. What is the next episode going to be about? Oh, there he is. Motherfucker. Everything that you had turned to ruin. It's crazy how my opinion of Kettle changed over the course of this entire show. I thought he was so noble and honorable at the beginning. Carve it. Hey, Badger, Fox. They stayed on. Actually tending the soil. Getting their hands blistered. And Leif finally found Thorfinn. Carve it into the sea. And now we have rogue assassin Thorgil out in the wilderness. Carve it into your spoils. Carve it into your enemies. Carve it.
つうか兄貴はいつになったら働くんだよ。ほらほらうっせえな。
Oh, Snake stayed there too. Rolled.
本物の畑仕事ってのを見せてやるよ。
Glad the old master didn't die. Seems to be the only decent one here, apart from Pata.
私はずっと耐え抜く人生だった。無数の苦痛もこの世の断りだと。あのような者たちを
Aww,
できるとはな。
that's sweet.
アルネイズ、彼らは向かったよ。私たちが想像もしなかった世界へ。
Carve that encounter into me. Wow. And we're done. That really feels like a finale. This could be the end of the show. But we've got one more episode left, apparently. Unless I'm mistaken. Unless the episode 24 is like a wrap-up or shows us what the future is like for these characters. I don't know. I don't know. But that was that was a wholesome ending. I didn't know how this show was going to end. I didn't know how this war, this battle was going to end. I didn't think Thorfinn talking to Canute and telling him that he'll just run away would convince him to withdraw from the farm. Thorfinn basically convinced Canute that his way of doing things was wrong. And he was just being more of the same. Dictator, oppressing people. Even if he was doing it to a smaller amount of people for the right reasons. It was still more of the same thing. And the fact that Thorfinn was adamant enough to get beat up, show everybody that you don't have to use violence to get what you want, kind of opened Canute up to the idea that Thorfinn may have a better way to do things. It doesn't necessarily mean that Canute's going to stop doing what he's doing. It just means that he's not going to do what he's doing right now, which was taking over the farms. Essentially, he's letting Thorfinn go out into the world to try and put his ideals forth and make his utopia, and Canute will do the same in his way. The men respected him, Canute respected him, Einar respected him, everyone at the farm were grateful for what Thorfinn did for them, and Thorfinn has found his purpose. He wants to be a pacifist, he doesn't want to fight, he wants to create a world where he can convince people that they do need to live, they do want to live. So he never has another Arnheid situation again. It's commendable. I don't know how he's going to do it, and it seems, especially from Thorfinn, who's only very new to this philosophy, seems very foolhardy in general, but if he wants to try, where's the harm in that? Which is kind of where I think Canute's coming from. Correct me if I'm wrong. But no, this could definitely have just been the end of the show. So I'm interested to see what happens in the next episode. It has been beautiful. It has been traumatic, violent at times, but it's been a very introspective season. And I feel like the focus has been mostly on the character development and the character interactions, which I have enjoyed. They've really introduced some interesting characters with interesting ideals in the show. And just the backdrop of being on a farm, indentured into slaves, into servitude, I should say. And how the characters kind of navigate that was interesting to see. Still don't know how Thorfinn became a slave or how long he's been here. He's mentioned something about 15 years. And I don't know if that means that it took him 15 years. It took him till he was 15 to realize that he doesn't want to fight anymore, or a little bit after that. I don't know the timeline that well. I don't even really know how old Thorfinn is right now. So if anybody does know, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, it was a good episode. Had some beautiful moments of animation, but the show is always gorgeous, to be honest. It has made me think just about how I view certain things and how I view certain situations, because I did not think that these situations would be resolved in this way. I didn't think Canute was just going to leave. I thought there would be more bloodshed, but that's me bringing my own baggage and my own ideologies into this show, where all Thorfinn wants to do is be at peace and make people happy and convince them that they need to live. So it's very interesting to see how that kind of balanced out over the course of these episodes. Wow. Okay, Vinland Saga. Okay. What's really good, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Rashad, and we are here for the finale of Vinland Saga Season 2. This is Season 2, Episode 24. Let's see how it all ends. Beautiful. It's cold out here, isn't it? Look at that. And it's so cold and the ground is so stiff.
条件のいい場所では夏場に麦作をする者もおるが、まあ島民の腹を満たすには程遠い。職人や漁師もおるよ。島民みんなで牧畜をするには。
Wow, it is really hard living out here, isn't it?
トルフィンの村もそういう村だ。
Look at him, returning home.
I
wonder if his family's still around.
いや、だって。
It's gonna be weird for him, as an adjustment for sure.
10...
He's been through so much.
あれ？俺って何歳？
Yeah, how old are you? I've been wondering this the entire season.
エイナル、村が見えたぞ。
Wow, we haven't seen this since what, the first episode of season 1?
観念せ、この宝刀息子め。
Oh, well, Leif doesn't think they're dead, so they might still be here. I don't know why I thought they would be dead, but... Are we gonna get out? Thorfinn reuniting with his family? I don't remember anyone else from his village that would miss him.
みんなが待っとるぞ。 誰？全然知らん。
Yeah.
ユルバに弟なんていたか？
They wouldn't have remembered him, no?
出たならわかるはずだ。
ファクシー？
間違えた。
Should
ひぞこいつ。踏んじばるか。
we tie him up?
おっちゃん
Why is he laughing?
しゃあねえ。ゆるばに合わせてみっか。
あっちでノルウェー商人とやり合ってたぜ。
言ったよな、ベルゲ。この村でアコギな真似すんじゃねえって。
二度とやらねえ。
ああ、なんだって聞こえねえぞ。
もう大丈夫だよ。お金もか。
But did he learn his lesson though? Is this his sister or his mother? I can't remember.
連れ帰ったぞ。
Or neither. Could be
ドル
neither.
フィンだ。
His sister was a hothead, right? Does look like his sister, I think. Well, she looks like Thorfinn.
姉上
It is his sister. She's gonna punch him.
姉上
Ooh, foot in the face is crazy.
お前の弟のドルフィンだ。
She booted him in his face.
ああ、そういえばそんな名前。弟はチビの頃に死んだよ。
She thinks he
それ
died.
が生きてたんだよ。前にヨークで会った話はし、
He told her
いろいろとあってだな。
he was very close to.
母上と私を元気づけるための作り話でしょ。
Ah,
ありがとう、レイフさん。
いや、そう。
no, actually, that is his. That is him.
レイフさんたぶらかしてどう
She
いうこと
picked
だ。
him the fuck up.
なんかあるなら言ってみ
She
ろ
called
よ。
him shorty.
ややこしいことになったな。
Ah, hey, fake Thorfinn. Oh, so no one's gonna believe that he's Thorfinn because they think he's dead now. Might take a little bit of time.
って誰
重傷だ。
Adjustment periods for sure.
仕方ないよな俺だって姉上や母上の
Plus, he ran away. He stowed away to go and kill Askeladd. He abandoned his family.
いいじゃねえか。忘
He
れて
cares, obviously.
十何年さまよって生きて親の顔を拝めるんだ。幸運に思わなきゃ。
Over a decade. You can't say that. This guy's 16 years old. No way.
羨ましいぜ。お前が。なんなら俺が代わりに親孝行してき。
One
すまんギョロ
guys. Damn. His mum will know who he is, surely. Whoa. Maybe they're orphans.
ばあちゃん、トルフィンって誰？
Grandma? Oh.
トルフィン。
Ilva's children?
おふくろ。
てめえこれ以上やや
What are you doing, fake Thorfinn?
トルフィン。
母上
大きくなって。
Oh, he does look like his dad a little bit, though.
子なのね。
Just without the sexy curls. Aww. Reunion. Finally home, Thorfinn. I'm happy for you. It's been such a long time.
帰り。トルフィン。
Oh, welcome home, Thorfinn. Yay! We're back. It's taken over 20 episodes, but we are back. What happens now?
母さん、ドルフィンが帰ってきたって。
父ちゃん、おかえり。
Whoa!
おかえ
Who's this? I don't remember this guy.
俺
Ari. This his friend?
トルフィン俺たちのせいでトールズさんを
He is kind of short, isn't he, Thorfinn?
バカだったんだ
Must be his friends. Look at them embracing. Oh, look at Einar. Here for moral support.
どこ行くの？エイナルさん。
ああ、今夜はこれでおいとまします。
What?
レイフさんたちが5時の家に泊まってるんで、俺もそっちに。
と狭いけど、なんとかなるでしょ。
いやー、でも。
He wants to give them some privacy?
兄弟なら
あなたは
Oh, that makes you my son. That's cute.
ここはあなたの家。
Thorfinn's brother. Ah, wholesome.
もう聞いてよ母上。
Oh,
あの時
it was
塩
back.
にまた塩の値段を。
Is she gonna believe it now?
さっきの
聞いてない
Whoa.
金持ち相手に。ユルバま
Oh, his nieces and nephews.
本物？
She didn't even remember him.
レフさんの作り話。
Why would he make it up? Actually, to make them feel better. Fair enough.
本物のトルフィン？
Yep.
ただいま姉上
トルフィン。
Oh, she's happy now. She might hurt him. Yep.
今までと
Whoa. God damn. Did she actually do this? Not everyone's going to be completely happy, but fair enough. He did deserve this.
大丈夫だ
He hasn't been that hard in ages.
俺は楽
Not like that.
なれて
Unconscious.
一発かよ。
He withstood 100 blows. And his sister knocked him out with one punch. She is a child of Thor's as well. Now, where are you going to build your utopia, Thorfinn? You made Canute a promise.
トルフィンはこれまでの16年
Oh,
間
it's been 16 years. So he's about
家族に
22.
語って聞かせた。
Wow, okay.
淡々と要所のみをかいつまんで話したが、死と破壊、絶望と後悔、
I do miss Kid Thorfinn though. That boy
悲
was a
しみと
savage,
再生の歴
but also very stupid and lost a lot of fights.
俺が殺してしまった人たち絶望の中で彼らにもこんな温かい家庭があったのかもしれない行かなきゃならない平和の国を築くために
How do you feel about that?
逃げ出したいと思っている人は大勢います。私とトールズも戦士の国ヨムスボルグから逃れ、人々が戦争や奴隷制から逃れ、どこまでも逃げて水平線の彼方まで逃げ切ったその先で、あなたは平和の国を作って待ち
Hopefully, I want it to be true.
のために生きなさい。
Thorfinn,
トールズ
son
の
of
子
Thor.
トルフィン。
ありがとう母上
Ah, what a wholesome episode.
大規模な事業になりますね
Everyone gonna help.
その通りだ。決意が固いのは分かった。船も買い足さにはならんぞ。
Yep.
そもそも資金だ。それだけの大金、そう簡単には集められんぞ。わしの助けがなければな。
Yep.
ありがとうおっちゃん
Yeah, they didn't have a plan for that, so.
やりようはいくらでもあるさ。
あんま無理しないでくださいよ、親父。
何が無理なもんか。まだまだお前は
You still don't understand the kind of man I am. W Leif. Where are his daggers? How did he become a slave?
ついてっちゃう。
These are the questions I want answered.
ごめん父上は本当にすごい人だった強くて
All this started as a mission for revenge. Crazy.
俺なんかには見えない
変わり者だったからね。
誰の墓なんだ
昔 父上が守ろうとした人だ。奴隷だったんだ。主の元から逃げてきて、
Yep.
生き倒れていたところを父上が助けたんだ。
That's how this all started.
羊8頭とお前のお人よしは親父譲りだな。
And his battle prowess. So beautiful. Yeah, Einar is not used to this climate.
ねえ、ここからも逃げた。
Oh,
も
ghosts of the
う分かっ
past.
てるんだろ。
Go on, one last time. Say it. No, okay. We know it. Oh. I'll see them all young is dope. Whoa. Even Askeladd? Oh, he cut his hair. And his beard. He looks a little bit like Canute now. But he looks like older, younger him. What? No. We done? We don't get to even like see him start or... Wow. Not what I expected from the finale. Or from the final scene, I should say. But what a wholesome finale. Because this show is rarely wholesome. So I love how it actually finished off with hope, reunion, family, purpose, reignited friendships and relationships. I would have liked to have seen them at least. Well, I guess Vinland is not a real place, right? It's an ideal that they strive towards. I could be wrong, but this is what I've understood from the series. So Thorfinn and Leif and everybody's going to go out and find a place where they can create a peaceful nation. I wanted to at least see that start happening. Or I don't know, like a montage of them working and building and stuff, something like that. We don't know what's going on with Canute or how his story ends, apart from the last conversation that he had with Thorfinn. I still don't know how Thorfinn even became a slave. It might be something I've missed. That's completely something that could have happened. That's plausible. That I just missed the explanation of how he became a slave, or maybe it just wasn't said and it doesn't matter. But it's weird that we had the skip from last season to this season, and I don't know what happened in between then to Thorfinn. We just instantly pick up. Well, the next time we see Thorfinn, he's just very introverted and on this farm as a slave. So I don't know where his daggers are gone either, which would have been probably a nice little memento to put away to signify that he's no longer that violent man. But no, those are things that I wanted. You guys let me know what you wanted to see from this finale, if it was different from what was shown at least. But no, season two was beautiful. That's what I'll say. Season 2 was a beautiful character-driven story. I love the animation. I love the journey that the characters went on internally. Thorfinn had so much character development this season, which was technically, if we're being honest, kind of lacking from this first season. But I guess it's kind of the point. The difficulty with Vinland Saga as a show, for me anyway, is that some of the things that I dislike about it are things that it's doing on purpose. The fact that Thorfinn was very skilled in the first season, but still lost and still struggled and still didn't really achieve any of his goals. That was the point of his character. It was getting to the point where his revenge didn't really matter to him that much. And that's why he wasn't 100%. That's why even though he said he was going to kill Askeladd, he didn't really want to. And he was trying to come to terms with that and their relationship. And for a child that's traumatized beyond belief, those kind of feelings are going to be very complicated. Understandable. The show is trying to tell us that revenge is never the option. It should never be something that you solely focus on, because you'll be consumed by it and you'll end up in a worse place than you did originally. This season, Thorfinn had an arc where he didn't really want to connect with anybody because of his trauma, was having nightmares every day about the bad things that he's done. But he kind of came to terms with his past and his violence and the people that he's killed, and he's decided to become a pacifist and never do that sort of thing again. And he didn't really. Like, if you realize, Thorfinn lost his only real fight again against Snake. He did win, or at least endure the 100 blows. Like, I'm trying to figure out if that's a win, or it is a win, but he didn't defeat his opponent. He just withstood him, if that makes sense. So, yeah, the only fight that he could have actually defeated someone was him versus Snake when they were trying to let Garda escape. And he lost that and couldn't protect Garda. So, yeah, he didn't really fight this season. And that was part of his development. He wanted to understand why he was feeling the way that he was, and he needed an outlet. But coming to terms with what his father initially meant by "I have no enemies" or "he has no enemies" was a season-long arc. And I really feel like they nailed it home by the end. And I understand who Thorfinn is as a person now, even though I may not agree with it. And I don't think I don't agree with it. I just don't know how easy it's going to be to kind of live that way, if that makes sense. But if anyone can do it, he can. I do still think the Garda and the Arnheid stuff took the focus away from the main story a little bit. But even that had its purpose. It just may have not been clear at the time. Or it's still unclear. But it does feel intentional that story was there, rather than something that they were just doing to fill up time. If that makes sense. As I said, most of the things I disliked about the show are things that are intentional. It's supposed to be like that. It's what the writers are trying to get across to us, which is kind of hard to even comprehend in my mind, because I can say, oh, there wasn't many fights, but there wasn't supposed to be many fights. I can say that they spent the entire season on the farm, and that did start to drag along in parts. But that's because they were supposed to be on the farm for that long. He was only supposed to return home at the end when he was ready and when he was prepared and when he had learned his lessons and when his arc had completed. If he had returned home in the middle of the story, that wouldn't have made sense. Narratively, it would have made sense for the character. It would have been stupid from a story perspective. You see what I mean? Like, I could complain that nothing really happened throughout the season, but a lot did happen. The characters grew a lot. Thorfinn got a friend in Einar, who was probably one of my favorite characters this season, because Thorfinn needed him. He needed a friend like Einar. Einar helped Thorfinn's character development so much, and I truly believe that those two are brothers. I'm happy they found each other, because they've both been through so much, and they're both such good-hearted people. They need each other to balance each other out, to kind of support each other. And I'm glad that Thorfinn's family sees Einar as family too, because he doesn't have a family either. He came here with his friend to help fulfill his friend's dream, and I can't not respect him for that. Like, Einar is top 10 characters in this show, top 5 characters in the show. What am I talking about? Top 2 characters, because yeah, Thorfinn and Einar, they're the best. I can't think of a character that I liked more than that. Snake was a surprising favorite of mine though, definitely top 5. Just how good-natured and good-hearted he was, not outwardly, maybe a little bit more subtly. He always seemed to know what kind of person Thorfinn was, and he also wasn't a dick to the slaves, unless he had to be, I guess, or unless he was putting on a show. He wasn't really a dick. I don't think he was ever a dick to the slaves. He was a dick to the other employees, the other retainers, when he had to be, because they were being cruel and abusive. And he was great in a fight. I loved his relationship with the old master. I loved how he knew that Kettle was a fraud, but didn't care. Oh, I just wish Kettle had died, man. He was a dick. If there's one thing I learned from this show, is that the person that's the most generous, the most honorable seeming, could be such a toe rag behind closed doors. And Kettle, his fall from my tier list of characters was epic, because there was one episode where I was loving him, and then the very next episode I hated his guts. Just because of what he did to Arnheid and his overall feelings and thoughts. And he was a coward, and I wasn't even upset at that. But it's when he became a bastard that pissed me off. I could understand him being a coward and not being able to control his sons, or putting up a front so that people don't take the piss out of him or disrespect him or take advantage of him. I understand that. What I don't understand is beating this woman to death, basically, because you're having a tantrum and because she tried to escape. A woman that you sleep with on a regular basis, cheating on your wife, telling her all your secrets and everything and your comforts, confiding in her, and then when it comes down to it, you're only upset because she's your property and she tried to get away from you. Very, very awful one. Very, very disgusting. But yeah, I'm probably missing out a lot. I would have liked Canute to have more in this, but I think he's going on to great things. Good things, bad things, I don't really know or understand yet. I don't think there'll be a season 3 of this, but who knows? I don't know. I think everyone's story is pretty much wrapped up now. But yeah, very wholesome ending. I'm glad that Thorfinn's family is alive and well and prospering and nobody died. I'm glad that they remembered him and have welcomed him home. And yeah, the voice work, the violence at times, the choreography, the animation cannot be praised enough. Beautiful show. Mappa did an amazing job every single episode. Round of applause for them. Anyways, guys, that was my reaction to Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 24. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much if you've been here from the beginning, if you've dropped in and out of my reactions. The support has been very, 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 very well appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.